everything moves on to the ODI series, all starting down south in Chennai. The first one-day international will be on the 15th of December. 2 matches on Sundays, 15th and 22nd, with one sandwiched on a Wednesday in between. It should be quite a cracking series with a change of format, but between these two, I think you've got pretty much a nucleus of the side that remains the same between these two formats.
Yeah, very, very similar, aren't they? Both these sides are probably looking at 8 or 9 of those players can play in both formats of the game and doing it generally pretty well. I think this was the West Indies' best chance for mine. I don't see them being as competitive in the one-day internationals. I think India's ODI side is probably just that step above where the West Indies are at the moment, and I'm not sure that I can see the West Indies taking a game off them unless somebody does something miraculously.
And of course, Mayank Agarwal, a big opportunity for him again. He's proved it time and time again in the test format, but as you can see, he's in there. There's no Shikhar Dhawan and there is no Sanju Samson, so Manish Pandey sticks in there. So again, a good chance, even if you look at this shortest format of the game, for all these players to finish the year on a high.
And I think Mayank Agarwal has deserved. He's the kind of form that he's shown in Vijay Hazare, the kind of, whenever he's got a chance, he has proved himself. And there's absolutely no doubt that he deserves this chance. Just look at that record. I mean, an average of 50 plus in list A cricket is a sensational average. Remember, a lot of the pitches that list A cricket happens on can be dodgy pitches as well. I mean, if you're playing, there's every now and then you hit really bad pitches because they're not as curated as well as your normal pitches are. And to maintain 50 plus in that is a serious number. It's a very serious number. So he deserves this chance. And look, in the beginning, he was profligate. He'd get chances in the IPL and he'd just throw them away. Nice 25s and 30s. Now he's just hit his stride and he's counting, making the big ones count, and that's important.
Is Chennai better at the moment? I mean, what we saw in the IPL last year, it was ragging square from ball one.
Well, they had that situation in Chennai where they actually cordoned off the square and had to fix it. But I think we'll only have to wait for the morning of the game to see what they've done with it.
Down there? I mean, because if it's going to do that, you play both Chahal and Kuldeep, Kedar Jadhav to bowl a bit of that round arm, over arm, side arm stuff that he bowls. I mean, you go in with 2 spinners, genuinely 2 spinners, don't you? And Kedar Jadhav.
Pick us an 11 from here.
Well, the first few take the names, don't they? 1, 2, 3. So Kohli, Sharma, and Mayank Agarwal. Rishabh Pant has to play.
KL Rahul after today's performance.
And KL Rahul.
He and Mayank Agarwal are best of friends. Are they going to be fighting for a spot?
No, I don't think so. Pick them both. Shreyas Iyer doesn't play. Jadeja doesn't play. Shivam Dube doesn't play. Deepak Chahar does not play. There you go. There's my team.
Yeah,
Put that in your My 11 circle.
I'll be surprised. Deepak Chahar plays for the CSK in the IPL, so they're giving him a fairly extended run. I'll be surprised if he doesn't play, but I'd have to say on form he's the third pacer for me today, definitely. And if the ball doesn't swing, and even in a place like Chennai, it wears off pretty early.
My only reason for even thinking of him possibly getting a look in is because of it's his home ground.
Yeah, exactly.
In the IPL.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason you could be playing him. But 4 overs versus 10 overs, and remember, Deepak is not the same bowler if the ball stops swinging.
Mm-hmm.
What about the West Indies? Again, many similar names in there, but they do have a couple of key players who come in. Shai Hope being the name that always comes to mind. He did end up playing one of the T20 internationals in Lucknow as a last-minute replacement, but generally is one of the. Sunil Ambrose is one of them. Evan Lewis will be a question mark for that particular series because of the injury, but otherwise for someone like Kimo Paul, who generally walks into this lineup, and now they've found Roston Chase as someone in that middle order.
Yeah, they have. Alzari Joseph, does he come back into contention as well? Again, if it's going to turn, Hayden Walsh Jr., Kairu Pierre, maybe they play a role with the ball. So surprising not to see Fabian Allen for I think he's a very good cricketer. I think he's an underrated cricketer at times. He might have picked up an injury, so if that's the case, I thought he was in this T20 squad as well. But look, it's surprising that he doesn't play more for the West Indies for mine. So he's another guy that I think in that all-rounder mould that they need to use and probably look forward to using in Australia.
and I'm a huge fan of one more name in there, Romario Shepherd. I mentioned him earlier. He's good, pretty decent with his pace and hits the ball hard down the order.
Yeah, you could be seeing them play four all-rounders. I mean, if you look at Romario Chase as an all-rounder as well, don't be surprised because fast bowlers will not have much to do out here. I mean, whether we like it or not, they may play one of them, play Cottrell or one of them, but you're not really going to have a lot of fast bowlers running in. This is not Mumbai, this is not the Wankhede. So it's going to be a completely different surface. Be likely to see long batting orders, batting up to 8 and maybe 9. Lots of all-rounders packing the middle this thing and just hoping that I have enough bowling variations to cover if somebody gets hit.
Yeah, probably enough tips in there when you start thinking early, start planning early for your My 11 Circle team. I know most of you have it already in case you don't download the app and your opponent remains the same. You can of course play against yourself and test your own wits, but Dada's always looking over your shoulder and you don't have to be called sort of or be from Calcutta to win, even though that happened today. Everyone will get a chance, we promise you that.